There's something happening inside your mind right now, and you don't even notice it. A thought just appeared. You didn't choose it. You didn't create it. And yet, you immediately believed it. You followed it. You became it. And that's where the illusion begins. Because you think you are the one thinking. But what if you're not? What if your thoughts are not actually yours? Most people never question this. They assume that because a thought appears in their mind, it must belong to them. It must be them. But if you slow down and really observe, something strange starts to happen. You begin to notice that thoughts don't ask for permission. They don't wait. They just appear. Out of nowhere, fully formed. And before you even realize it, you're already reacting to them. You're already inside them. Think about it. The next thought you have, did you decide it in advance? Did you plan it, or did it just show up? And if it just appears, then where is it coming from? Because if you're not choosing your thoughts, then something else is. This is the part most people avoid, because the moment you start questioning this, something uncomfortable begins to surface, a quiet realization that maybe you're not as in control as you think. At first, it feels subtle, almost insignificant. You notice small things, reactions that happen too fast, emotions that appear without warning, thoughts that repeat themselves over and over again. The same worries, the same fears, the same patterns. And you start to ask yourself, if I'm really in control, why does this keep happening? Why do the same thoughts return, even when you don't want them to? Why do certain reactions feel automatic? Why does your mind seem to move on its own? And that's when you begin to see it. Not clearly, but enough to feel it. A kind of mechanism, something operating in the background, silent, constant, unquestioned. And the more you pay attention, the more obvious it becomes. Most of what you call thinking is not actually thinking. It's repetition, it's reaction, it's conditioning. You're not creating thoughts, you're receiving them. And then you're identifying with them. A thought appears, I'm not good enough. And instantly, it feels like you. It feels true. It feels personal. But you didn't choose it. It just arrived. And yet, you accept it without question. You build emotions around it. You act based on it. You let it define you. And this is happening constantly, all day, every day, without pause. But here's where it gets even stranger. Because it's not just negative thoughts, it's everything. Your opinions, your beliefs, your preferences, the way you see the world. How much of that did you actually choose? And how much of it was given to you from your environment, from your past, from what you've heard over and over again, until it became automatic, until it became you. And this is where the illusion becomes complete. Because once you identify with the thought, you stop questioning it. You stop observing it. You become it. And from that moment on, you're no longer aware of the process. You're inside it, reacting, repeating, following, without even realizing it. And once you start noticing this, it becomes difficult to ignore. Because now, you're not just thinking, you're watching thinking happen. And that changes something. At first, it feels small, almost like nothing, just a slight distance, a gap between you and the thought. But that gap is everything, because for the first time, you're not completely inside the process, you're seeing it. And when you see it, something becomes very clear. Thoughts don't come from you in the way you always assumed. They appear automatically, and the moment they appear, they try to pull you in. They try to become you. And most of the time, they succeed. But now, you're starting to catch it. That moment, right before you react, right before you follow, right before you become the thought. And in that moment, you realize something unsettling. You were never choosing as much as you thought, because if you were, you would be able to stop. You would be able to decide no more of this thought, and it would disappear, but it doesn't. It keeps coming back again and again and again. And that's when the question changes. It's no longer, why am I thinking this? It becomes, why can't I stop? And that question is where things begin to break, because it exposes something deeper, something most people never look at. The fact that your mind does not behave like something you control. It behaves like something you're connected to, something that is constantly producing, constantly generating, constantly feeding you thoughts without asking. And if you don't question it, you live inside that stream. You follow it. You react to it. You build your entire life on top of it. But the moment you step back, even slightly, you begin to see the pattern. A thought appears, you believe it, you react to it, you reinforce it, and then it comes back again, stronger, more convincing, more automatic. It's a loop, a closed system, and the more you follow it, the stronger it becomes. The more real it feels, the more it defines you, until one day, you don't even realize it's happening. Because it feels like you, it feels like your personality, your identity, yourself. But what if that's not true? What if what you call yourself is just a collection of repeated thoughts, patterns that have been reinforced so many times? They feel real, they feel permanent, but they're not. They're just familiar. And familiarity creates illusion, because what repeats often enough starts to feel true, even if it never was. And this is where things become uncomfortable, because now you're not just questioning your thoughts, you're questioning your identity, who you think you are, what you believe, what you feel. All of it starts to look less solid, less certain, less yours. And that creates resistance, because something in you doesn't like this. It wants stability. It wants control. It wants to feel like it knows what's happening. So it reacts. It tries to explain. It tries to label. It tries to turn this into something familiar again. But that reaction is part of the same pattern. It's the system trying to maintain itself. And this is where most people stop, not because they don't see it, but because it becomes too uncomfortable. Because if you keep going, if you keep observing, if you don't look away, then something deeper starts to reveal itself, something that changes the way you see everything. If you stay with this long enough, if you don't look away, you begin to notice something that is difficult to explain, but impossible to ignore. There is a structure behind your thoughts, not visible, not obvious, but always there. Something organizing what appears in your mind, what you feel, how you react. At first, it doesn't seem like control. It feels natural, normal, like this is just how I am. But the more you observe, the less natural it feels, because you begin to see patterns that are too consistent, too predictable, too automatic. And that's when the idea appears, quiet, almost uncomfortable. What if this isn't random? What if there is something shaping how you think, not controlling you in an obvious way, not forcing you, but influencing you from within your own perception? Ancient traditions tried to describe this, not as something external, but as something embedded in experience itself. They spoke about forces that don't act from the outside, but from within the mind, patterns that guide attention, that shape thoughts, that define reactions before you even notice them. They used different names. Some called them mechanisms, others called them illusions, and some called them archons, but not as creatures, not as beings in the sky, as processes, as structures, as invisible patterns that organize how reality appears to you. And once you understand it this way, something clicks, because you don't need to believe in anything mystical to see it. You can observe it directly. A thought appears, and instantly it tries to define what is real, what is important, what matters. It tells you what to focus on, what to feel, what to do next. And if you don't question it, you follow automatically. But here's the key. You don't experience it as something separate. You experience it as yourself. That's the illusion. Because if it felt external, you would question it. You would resist it. But it doesn't. It feels like me. It feels like my thought, my opinion, my reaction. And that's why it works so perfectly, because the system doesn't need to control you if you believe you are the one in control. And once you see that, even slightly, everything begins to shift. You start noticing how thoughts try to pull your attention, how emotions try to take over, how reactions try to happen before you even understand them. And for the first time, you see the process in real time, not as an idea, not as a theory, but as something happening right now. And that realization is not comfortable, because now you can't pretend you don't see it. You can't go back to complete ignorance. Even if you try, something in you knows that there is a difference between thinking and being carried by thought, between reacting and observing the reaction, between being inside the loop and seeing the loop. And once that distinction appears, even for a moment, you are no longer in the same position. You are not fully outside, but you are not fully inside anymore. You are in between, watching. And that space, that small distance, changes everything, because now the question is no longer, what should I think? It becomes, why is this thought appearing at all? And that question does not have an easy answer. At some point, if you keep observing, if you don't turn away, something shifts, not suddenly, not dramatically, but clearly. You begin to see that the problem was never the thoughts themselves. It was what happens after they appear, because a thought can arise and disappear on its own. But most of the time, it doesn't, because something in you grabs it, follows it, builds on it, turns it into something. And that movement, that automatic continuation, is what keeps everything in place, not the thought, but your participation in it. And once you see that, even for a moment, something becomes very precise. You don't need to stop thoughts. You don't need to control your mind. You don't need to fight anything, because the system does not depend on the thought appearing. It depends on you, continuing it, believing it, reacting to it, becoming it. And if that doesn't happen, even briefly, something unexpected appears, a pause, a space, where nothing is being followed, nothing is being reinforced, nothing is being continued. And in that space, there is no loop, no repetition, no automatic reaction, just awareness. And it's so subtle that most people miss it, because nothing happens. There is no explosion, no breakthrough, no dramatic change, just stillness. And the mind doesn't like that. It wants movement. It wants meaning. It wants something to do. So almost immediately, it returns. Another thought appears. Another reaction begins. The loop starts again, quietly, automatically. And if you're not paying attention, you're back inside it without even noticing. But now, something is different because you've seen it, even if only for a second, even if only once. You've seen that there is a gap, a distance between you and what appears in your mind. And that changes everything. Because now, you know something most people never realize, that you are not the thoughts, you are not the reactions, you are not the constant movement, you are what sees it. And that doesn't mean the thoughts will stop, it doesn't mean the system disappears, it means you are no longer completely lost in it. There is awareness, even if it comes and goes, even if it's unstable, even if it's brief. And that's enough. Because once something is seen clearly, it cannot be completely unseen. And from that moment on, the question is no longer about control. It's not about fixing the mind. It's not about becoming better. It becomes something much simpler and much more direct. In this exact moment, right now, am I aware of what is happening? Or am I already inside it without realizing? Because the difference is happening constantly, moment by moment. And most people never notice it. They live inside the loop. They follow every thought. They react to every impulse. They build an identity on top of something they never chose, and they call that themselves. But now, you've seen something subtle, something quiet, but something real. And the question is no longer, who is awake? It is, can you see the next thought before it becomes you? Just for a moment. Because in that moment, everything changes.